Hey everyone. So I've been out in the garden a lot lately because it's the only thing that makes sense to me right now is being out in nature amongst God's natural creations. And I've been trying to grow some blueberries, and I added some soil acidifier recently. And I was out there trying to, work with a starter, and it wasn't doing anything. I, put in some good fertilizer and was watering, doing everything that I should be doing, but I did not know that apparently blueberries prefer very acidic soil. So I got this thing here, and it's sulfur. It's derived from elemental sulfur and gypsum. I don't trust things with aluminum, so I actually found something that was free from that. Did not have any aluminum in it whatsoever. But this stuff seems to be working. It's particularly for one. I'm still trying to get the other one to take off, but that one seemed to work. So anyway, why I bring that up is because in a world of great cynicism right now, and where everything seems to be a conspiracy theory of some kind, I go out into the yard and I just focus on nature. I focus on my garden. I listen to the birds. I listen to the wind. I watch what other plants and animals are doing, insects. That just seems to be the only thing that makes sense right now. Because people will send me stuff, they'll talk to me about stuff, and frankly, I don't know what to believe. Because it seems like almost everything out there now has some kind of bias in it. I don't mind getting information that's just meant to be informative, as long as it's being objective. But it seems to me everything has some kind of bias on it, some kind of spin, whether that be left or right on a political level, right? In the news. But then there's also some kind of spin that people have it that's just trying to suit their opinions or their narratives. And that doesn't have to be just politics in the news. That can be nutrition. That can be science, medicine. People will spin things however they want to get whatever they want out of it, to convince other people that they're right. And so I can't take it anymore. I just can't stand it. So I'm trying to just go back to just the basics, just get away from it all. I really am burnt out on information. I don't know what to believe. I honestly don't. And maybe social media is exasperating this to some degree because people can put out anything and everything and people will believe anything and everything. I mean, religion too, right? And spirituality. People think, "Oh, what's the why do we need religion?" It's useless. And then there's the people who are really fanatical, the people who get nuts, do some crazy stuff, right? Well, I mean, I want to believe there's a God, and I find that makes some sense and something that I turn to when I need to just get away from all the nonsense of the world. You don't have to believe in a God. I don't want to get into a debate about it, and that's not what I'm here for. What do you think, though? What do you turn to when the world just doesn't make any sense? Are you a person who just counts all your calories all the time? Counts your steps? Counting all your macros? Or are you a person that's more cynical and says, well, we're all going to die anyway, so why does it matter what you eat? I don't know. Who do you believe? What do you what do you turn to? I don't know, man. So yeah, I like to turn to things that, well, they know what they are and they know what they do. They know what their function is. That's why nature is so appealing to me. I guess you could call that hard science. I mean, I was doing some chemistry, right? When I got out this soil acidifier, is that not some chemistry? Dealing with some botany, right? Some biology, perhaps physics, stuff that makes sense. It seems like every other day too. There's some new thing that you got to be worried about. Something else that's gonna kill you. Some new psychological disorder too. Some new syndrome. I'm not trying to be disparaging to people who actually may, suffer from something, and I feel sorry for those people. But I don't know what else to turn to other than just turning everything off and just getting outside and seeing what's out there. And also just literature. I like turning to literature, reading books. Yeah. Do people still read? I know they do. Come on, I'm being rhetorical when I ask that question. What do you turn to though? I want to hear from you. What do you turn to when it just seems like we're living in an age of cynicism and everything is a conspiracy theory? So I'll take you outside. I'll show you what I'm up to in the garden. So take a look. You can see some of the sulfur that I put around the soil there. And I water it regularly. But yeah, like I said, it didn't do anything. It wasn't. It was just this starter here, this base, a stem. But now it's budding, and it happened pretty fast too when I added the sulfur. This guy, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. It's not doing much of anything still. Any of you pro gardeners out there know some tips and tricks, perhaps, I can maybe solve the problem? Because yeah, I'd like to get that one going too, but I had plenty of success with this guy, and we'll see what happens. Like I only applied the sulfur earlier this week. Yesterday on the wall I saw this giant cricket. It was kind of gross, dude. Really disgusting looking. So over here, yep, I got all this going on too, and I got some herbs that I'm growing over here. I love just to pick some fresh herbs out of the garden, man. And then got plenty of flowers going on. The pansies here have always been doing great. I've had no trouble getting them off, getting them up and growing, shall I say. And what are these, violas? Yeah, the marigolds, they're not doing so good. I mean, I got one, but I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens there. These sunflowers, they're supposed to be the mammoth kind, and it's been a battle, a little bit, because there have been times when they were getting real droopy, they weren't looking real happy, but I did some care for them. I was pulling out some some of the dead parts. It was like, I think, strangling itself. It was just a mess. Pulling out some stuff in there that just wasn't, helping, I guess, the rest of the sunflowers grow. So, I ripped all that stuff out, cleaned it up, watered it more thoroughly. It looks like there might be like the start, maybe, perhaps on some of these. Looks like maybe some caterpillars might have been enjoying some of this too. Hey, that's fine. I don't mind. They're just trying to do their thing too. But I'm hoping to get some sunflowers later this year. You can see the sun is starting to come up over them. They have a good spot right here. They get a lot of the eastern sun, so I'm hoping they won't fry during the summer. We'll see how that goes. But I know these guys like to get more sun. So, but again, I try not to leave them in a spot where they're going to get a ton of it, especially during the summertime, where they just fry. I think they need at least a good 6 hours worth of sun, but we'll see. I gotta just pay attention to it so they don't get overheated. Someone else who's been enjoying the sun is my puppy over there. That's Juniper. She likes to come out here and just sit in the sun. Isn't she cute? Yeah, let's say hi to everybody. I've been seeing a lot of butterflies around lately too, taking an interest in the garden. But yeah, thanks for taking a look here, guys. Yeah, okay, all right. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Please watch other stuff. I appreciate it. And until next time.